This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers at your BA. So it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the one.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Durant for three. That shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. George outside, kicks it out to Westbrook. Not really his range, and it's off target. Okogie on the wing for three. They get it again. Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And stolen by Leonard. Covington passes to George. Going inside, and the jam by George.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Zubac. 4 on the clock. And there's Leonard on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's got 5.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Pass to Durant. To the inside. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by George.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Leonard right side. Outside Covington. And here's George. Out to Covington. Shoots over Booker. Covington no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And Booker with the jam.
And he really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Picked by Covington. Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
Booker against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
BA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Durant. Booker for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 5.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Out to Leonard. And a nice finish on the layup. He has 7.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Outside Durant. Okogie on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George outside. Pass to Westbrook. George outside. Now Westbrook. Paul with a steal. And they're on the run. Durant for three. Leonard pulls down the board. Outside Covington. Westbrook outside. He gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead, up 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at the point. The Clippers in the lead. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Landale's checked in for the Suns. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. On the take, and jams it home. Westbrook.
He keeps diligently working hard to try and perfect that part of his game. Westbrook can't help but to make guys look a little foolish off the bounce.
Here's Booker. Oh, Covington with a block. Westbrook outside. Leonard right side. Outside Covington. George against Booker. George passes to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Another shot. It's George on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Booker can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence. But you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George finds Covington. Back to George. Outside Covington. Leonard with the ball. Covington, a screen on Booker. Here's Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Pass to Landale. No good. Good D by Covington. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Leonard. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
George against Booker. Leonard with a screen on Booker. Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Second chance effort. Pass to Westbrook. Booker against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Booker. Leonard gets the bucket. Leonard's got 9.
And that's Boardman living up to his name. Kawhi on the inside.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Durant. 1:27 left in the first half. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
George, right side. And the jam by George.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there, swinging on the rim.
The Suns have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Booker against George, and stolen by Covington. Pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on even to Zubac.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And he's good on the second.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
George outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Down low. Here's Landale. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Paul against Westbrook. Leonard up top. George outside. Good on the bucket. George has got 10.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the appreciated alley. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Now you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Landale in at the center position. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And he gets that one.
Beasley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
Batum with a screen on Ross. Gordon, the pass to Batum. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
It's good.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. No coverage that time. Gordon's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, it appeared as though the buzzer might sound, but he calmly knocks that one down.
Outside Ross. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Batum outside. Back to Gordon. Pass to Man. Batum outside. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Ross against Gordon. Pass to Landale. Outside Payne. Outside Warren. Takes the three. Plumlee pulls down the board. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Outside Payne. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Out to Powell. He takes it in. And Powell with the stuff.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Outside Payne. Pass to Ross. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Gordon. Powell, left side. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Warren up top. Powell covers to the right side. Here's Baisley. Pass to Ross. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Okogie. Back to Aiden. The kick out to Paul. He got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Booker for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got his fourth rebound in this one. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Phoenix ball.
And for the Suns, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Paul passes to Booker. Looking to get it going. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Just 5 to shoot. Leonard for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
George against Booker. Pass to Paul. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
And Phoenix has possession. 9-point game. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Here's Okogie. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
It's George with the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Durant. The 3 from Ayton. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Leonard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Ayton. George with a steal. Leonard outside. From outside the arc. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
2 minutes.
Out to Leonard. 1:52 left in the final quarter. Pass to Covington. Offensive rebound. Zubac passes to Leonard. Over Ayton. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 14. George against Booker. Outside Durant. Offline with a 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. George outside. Out to Leonard. The 3. Again, the miss by Leonard. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Clippers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And here's George. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Westbrook.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Paul with it. From deep. Off the mark. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
fully prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Towns dishes to Conley. Towns up top. He's covered by 8. Towns, no luck. Outside Durant. Booker finds Durant. Back to Booker from deep. And the 3-ball is good.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Ball against Conley. Paul kicks to Booker. And the pass to Landale. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Edwards with the drive.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. The dish to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to KD. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Second team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Edwards finds Towns, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Paul passes to Durant. No good on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And it's good for 2.
You know, when he orchestrates for his teammates, Towns becomes even more valuable to me. Really good when the offense is able to flow through him.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Durant sets a screen for Paul. Outside, KD. To stop the run. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Conley dishes to Edwards. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Booker outside. Here's Durant. Lays it up off the glass.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Ball against Conley. Lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Ball passes to Durant. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play. And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
The offense coming free and easy as we...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they come.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Outside Conley. And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 4. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his first 2 points. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Paul kicks to Booker. A 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Towns with it. Chris Paul covering. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. It's Durant on the wing. McDaniel's defending. Paul kicks to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack. One that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Towns, the screen. Here's Conley, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Durant, that's good.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
And here's Conley outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Landale with the bucket. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. They grab their own miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Gobert with a screen on ball. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Kicks it out to Booker. No good on the three. Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns down low. Pass to McDaniels. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 15-6 run. They set the pick. Booker with it. Now guarded by Towns. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns down low. Durant's there. And Edwards with the stuff.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Booker outside to the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just won up to a pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Edwards inside. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And a close game so far for the Florida Vegas.
33. The Timberwolves. 30. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Terrence Ross, also Payne out there, T.J. Warren out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Baisley in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Prince, the pass to Noel. Six on the shot clock. And Reed has it in the corner. Anderson outside. Reed with it. Craig is on him.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Payne kicks to Ross. Pass to Baisley. Back to Ross. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out.
First team.
A lot riding on it.
Here's Reed. Prince outside. Back to Reed. For the lead. 5 on the clock. For Craig. Reed misses. The Suns leading. And the jam by Ross.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Assisted by
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Feeds to Warren. It's hauled in by Noel. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Alexander Walker. Anderson's shot is off. And it's Warren with the ball for the Suns. It's a one-point game. No good from Ross.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. The Suns making a change here. Landale's checked in.
Make some noise once again for your son, Piper Dantzberger.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Dancers dancing. Come on. All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. A big cheer for your son.
One by Warren. And now Warren running the floor all by himself.
I think if you want to run consistently, you have to be disruptive at the defensive end. That was a nice pick by Warren.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Payne kicks to Ross. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Prince. He's guarded closely. Here's Reed, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Payne passes to Ross. It's hauled in by Noel.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Three-pointer. Shot clock at 6. Prince up top. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Baisley. Kevin Durant comes in for T.J. Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Paul kicks to Booker. There's the three. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Anderson. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Fires for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Noel, and the layup is good. Noel's got his first basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Paul passes to Booker. The three from KD. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Alexander Walker. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
3-10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Minnesota calls timeout. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Conley for three. No good. Shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Edwards a screen on Paul. Conley with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Paul looking over the floor. And here's Booker from the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Landale pass to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Paul. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside, Ayton. And foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line.
And I think when it comes to some personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. Booker with the screen for Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 21.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Towns a screen on Paul. Outside, Towns. There's
oh my goodness! Come on now. Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Paul kicks to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Yes! And the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Bobbed up there for Edwards. .146 left to play here in the fourth. Booker finds Durant, and he gets the bucket. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Here's Edwards, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Booker is screen on top. Ball passes to Booker. Conley against Paul. Ayton kicks to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Ayton throws it down.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from a stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Conley with the three. They get the rebound. Gobert.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Booker is screwed on Conley. Takes it out to Booker. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Shoots it up. Shot by McDaniels, no good. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Durant in the corner. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. And an intentional foul right there.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the strike.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Conley for 3. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. 3 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Covington grabs the board.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Picked by Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Hits a three-pointer.
We know he prefers to shoot off the pull-up, but Westbrook's showing he's capable in the catch-and-shoot situation.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley passes to Edwards. And it's off from three-point range.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Conley with the ball, guarded by Covington. McDaniels passes to Towns. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Never forget what Russ can do in the air. He can be so agile.
Conley with the ball. Off target from three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Edwards a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards from the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Westbrook against Edwards, and the basket by Westbrook.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Westbrook against Conley. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Up top, Edwards. George defending. Outside Conley. Shoots over Westbrook. That one's wide left. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Zubac. Out to Covington. Westbrook outside. George outside. Fires from deep. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
For 3, Conley. Leonard pulls down the board.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match.
Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt. I'm amazed at the level of creativity by Russell Westbrook. His dunks are special. He's an outstanding athlete.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's George. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Back to Leonard. With the drive. And the dunk by Leonard.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And here's George. And he lobs it up top. And Westbrook slams it home.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Wow,
Can you say elevation?
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Pass to Covington. George outside. From behind the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. And here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Zubac. Gobert inside. Working on Covington. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. George against McDaniels. Right side Covington. Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Clever play by Russell Westbrook, using his body control to fake out the defender and get fouled in the act.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
And so here are the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And Conley grabs the miss. Left side, Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Zubac with a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Westbrook outside. He tries for three. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Towns. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 9.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Conley passes to Towns. And he can't get that one. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Now George, 11 points in the game. Out to Covington, over Towns. That one rolls around and rims out. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And the shot's good. Towns has got his first basket.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
George against Edwards. George passes to Westbrook. Drives to the hoop. And Gobert with a block. Here's Edwards. Oh, wow! And that one is hammered home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Conley against Westbrook. Leonard outside. Pass to George from 18 feet away. Minnesota with a rebound. For 3, Conley. Paul George pulls it in. Leonard for 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Thanks very much, Allie.
The Timberwolves, 21. Then put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Norman Powell. Eric Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Batum in at power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Anderson against Batum. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Alexander Walker. Good work defensively by Gordon.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Pass to man. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here from 11 feet away. Batum's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Reed in the post. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Third team foul.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Defended by Gordon. That's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Slam dunk by BumbleBee.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Pass to Noel. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Playing with good instincts. Nikhil making those around him better.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gordon outside. Back to man. Here's Plumlee. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Plumlee's got 4 points this quarter.
From an early age, Terrence Mann has been around hoops. His mom was a long-time college head coach and now an assistant in the WNBA.
Anderson with a screen to the paint. Drops in the layup for 2.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
Well, for a kid growing up like Mann did, institutional knowledge, having a parent as a coach.
It's a gift, BA. The ability to play hoops with someone who knows what they're talking about. Terrence is such a skilled player, and he puts in the work. And listen to your mom, young fellas.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Here's Anderson. Tipped.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Noel, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Batum outside. Back to man. Gordon outside.
To the Timberwolves. Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for LA.
That one falls for Powell.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Towns is screen on Westbrook. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook.
Robert Cunningham. First personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 17-point game. Really left him alone that time. Edwards has got 19 points.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Leonard finds George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Now here's George. 20 points for him. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Throws it up high. Oh, George with a steal. And a deep 3 from Leonard. And that's not going to go. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. Pass to Conley. From deep three-point range. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Westbrook. He's guarded by Conley. Zubac with a screen on Conley. Fires at the elbow. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook for 3. Conley nails it from 3. Conley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook outside. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. And the 17-footer goes down.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
George against Edwards. McDaniels from long range. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Out to Leonard. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Westbrook comes with a double. Pass to McDaniels. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Westbrook with it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Hey, expanding his range. And they'll get another chance.
Switch.
From deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
If he keeps taking shots from that far out, I think the coaching staff might just find a spot for him on the bench.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Leonard outside. A minute 39 left in the fourth. Back to Westbrook. Top of the key. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Towns for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. Over Gobert. Good D by Gobert. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Conley. Yep, that one goes.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally, in the paint, creating for others or himself.
George against Edwards. And here's George. From deep three-point range. Can't connect. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Here's the Clippers. And George. Oh!
Goodness.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Ball looking over the floor. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George, no good. Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Okogie. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Paul kicks to Durant. Booker with no one around. That three off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Leonard attacking. No good on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And it's sent back by George.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays. And that send-it-back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
Now, here's George. That shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Paul against Westbrook. The pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
George looking around. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The drive by Booker. Outside, KD. Pass to Booker. From past the arc. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
2 minutes remaining.
Westbrook against Paul. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now, here's Covington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 on the clock. George passes to Westbrook. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Suns leading by 3. Here is Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
That's about positioning and length, and Kevin Durant gets up and is ready for the throwdown.
George against Booker. Outside Leonard. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's George, and Durant sends it back.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
44 seconds left to play in the first. Just 3 to shoot, and George gets it to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Durant. For the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Ayton. Can't hit from in close. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George and pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give them. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Covington, a screen on Booker. Takes it out to Covington. Good D by Booker. The Suns leading.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Okogie, the pass to Booker.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
And George kicks to Zubats. Back to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Leonard from 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Paul dishes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Okogie misses. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Covington passes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound. No good that time. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
All right, folks, if you want a T-shirt, come on and make some noise. That was your Clippers.
Booker outside. Six to shoot. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. and instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
The Clippers trail.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Covington kicks to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Clippers call time here. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
No idea why he's attempting so many There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury, playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Outside, KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Outside Westbrook. Covington, a screen on Booker. George with the ball. He's picked up by KD, and it's George finishing it off.
Excellent job reading the defense, not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside, nice.
Out to KD, takes the 3, good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got 8 points in the quarter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Back to George. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Yeah, this is the next step for DeAndre Ayton. He's got to work.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll...
The Suns, 24.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He just loved the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Plumlee out there with the 2. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's man in at the point guard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Ross. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line, he is such an excellent free throw shooter.
Clippers trail by 3. Here's man. Over in the corner, Batum. Passes it to Mann. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And finished off by Plumlee.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Lee passes to Ross. Takes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 3.
Now this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Gordon against Ross. Now Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That shot off. Outside Warren. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Outside Batum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Warren the pass to Landale. Outside Warren. Out to Lee. Driving in. And Lee with the stop.
Boy, nice to see Darius Bazley developing those passing skills. He's obviously been working on it.
And the Clippers call time here.
Please welcome to the floor, your Clippers.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. So for the Suns. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Will it go? And Durant sends it back. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And it's George missing. Phoenix leading by 8. Paul left side. Kicks it out to Booker. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 9.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And here is Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Booker, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Covington kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. He's got 5. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. The offensive rebound. Zubac no good. Suns leading by 7. KD drives in. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Outside, George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Phoenix ahead, up by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Sharon Lewis, he talked to the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Booker against George. And Booker kicks to Durant. Back to Booker. Outside, KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You simply can't bite on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Booker against George. Outside, Leonard shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kawhi Leonard has built that 3-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
Here's Paul. Ayton in the corner. Booker looking around. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
George against Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
Josh Okogie, first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's a screen by Covington. Leonard finds Covington. And here is Zubac. Back to Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Robert Covington.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original person.
The previous play is
sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Covington. To the left side wing. Westbrook passes to Covington. Covington setting the pick for George. 5 to shoot.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 7. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Ball kicks to Durant. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's George. A putback, and Westbrook is right there.
Westbrook demands the basketball and says, I got you, fellas. The big-time delivery.
And there's the pass to Booker. Paul for 3. Second shot opportunity. KD with it. Westbrook picks him up. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Paul kicks to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Here's George. Takes it out to Covington. That ball's nice speed that time from George. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. Ball outside Durant. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's George driving to the basket. Yes!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Fourth team
drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots. Huge. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the strike.
Outside Leonard. Dishes to Covington. Over Durant. With the shot. And the miss. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Here's the shot from earlier as the Suns arrived at the arena. They're a matchup of two of the league's top centers tonight, RJ. These kind of battles are different than they were just a few years back.
Yeah, big men, they have really entered into a new phase of dominance. These versatile centers in the league, they can do everything. They can run the floor, they can pass, you can run your offense through it. They can shoot from deep. They do a little bit of everything.
Incredible athletes. Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three. Towns for three, hits the trifecta.
Ah, the versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. From deep. McDaniels with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And Phoenix has possession after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Nice shot by Durant.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Conley. And scores off the crossover.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Here's Booker. Gets an open look and hits it.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, they get a hand on it. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns down low. Guarded by Durant. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 5.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Pass to Okogie. Here's the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Minnesota in the lead. Towns goes in. And Towns slams it home.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Durant. From outside the arc. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The shot's good.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Right side Durant. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Durant. Covered by Towns. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Here's McDaniels. Towns down low. Durant's there. Towns. That's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Screen by Durant. Okogie on the wing. Back to Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Found that guy. For his career, Durant is about 90% at the line.
Good on the second one. The Timberwolves have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Paul against Conley. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Edwards slams it in.
sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Durant with a screen on Conley. For three, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Outside Durant. And it's Phoenix with another.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Outside Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Woo, the whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Outside Durant. Back to Paul. Into the lane. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Now the Timberwolves with it.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Towns, that's good.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Durant draws the double. And some solid defense from Towns. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the strike. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Pass to Okogie. Now here's Ayton with his first shot attempt. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Count it from distance. Conley's got 5 now.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Paul against Conley. For 3, Durant. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Towns. Here he goes. And that one good. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Durant. Rebound Minnesota.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Driving to the basket. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
And the Suns call time here. Landale's checked in for Okogie. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If it's small.
Oh, throw it down! Wow!
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Edwards against Booker. Durant for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Towns. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Looking to end the run. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A 3-point opportunity here. Free throw is good from Durant.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the second. Here's Towns. And here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley. The shot by Towns, no good. Phoenix is gone 5 of 10 from beyond the
Okay, look out. Wow. And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
From deep, Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Durant, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Conley finds Towns. And Ayton pulls it down.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Towns against Paul.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
That one misses.
Paul Anthony Towns. Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. We've got Terrence Ross. Darius Baisley is out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Campaign, and it's Landale in at the center, locking down the middle. Reed to screen on Payne. Here's Noel. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And here's Ross. From outside, off the mark. Here's Brent. He's covered by Warren. Reed passes to Anderson. They swipe it. Warren up top. To the inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Reed. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there.
Minnesota foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baisley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Warren. Oh, yes! And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what a burst of energy from Warren. Flying up to the rim for a nice dunk.
Reed to screen on Payne. Pass to Reed. Back to Noel. Got a hand on it. Up top, Ross. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Payne. Reed with it. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Driving inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college in Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Paul passes to Booker. Fires for 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 21 points in the game.
Defensively, you try so hard to not allow Durant looks from 3. But KD, look, he's just able to score.
Edwards.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. 4th personal foul.
Then he knocks down the first one.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
That one's no good. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. There's the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
We know Book can hit a jumper, but when he's assertive, this is when Devin is at his best.
Both free throws good from Booker.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, Durant with a steal. They're running. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Towns a screen on Booker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, good whistle there.
And he makes the first.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 1:10 left to play in the third quarter. Outside Paul. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Paul with a steal. Durant with it. Towns covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Part of what makes KD an all-timer, we have never seen someone his size with that type of handle.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice shot by Okogie.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
McDaniels against Durant. Towns down low. He's got 22. And so they foul intentionally.
14 foul.
And he drops the first. so Towns nails them both. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Pass to Okogie. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Okogie's got 5 now.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Towns.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Edwards against Booker. The layup off target. Phoenix is shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Here's Durant. Count that bucket. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
The kick out to Conley. Back to Towns. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Paul, 5th personal foul, first team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Towns down low, guarded by Durant. Towns gets the bucket. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Timeout called, the Suns. Landale's checked in for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. The shot that time not on target. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Ayton. Can't get it to drop. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coaches taking so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw good, Edwards. So he gets them both. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Paul against Conley. Outside for Booker. Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now Durant from downtown. Cuts off the pass. Inside. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Edwards, here we go. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:06 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant, pass to Ayton, and stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Landale. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Yeah!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Booker against Edwards. Count it!
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Phoenix calls timeout. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
It's Booker on the wing. Oh, the trifecta!
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're trailing by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns for 3. They get it back. Pass to Conley. Towns, a screen on Paul. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Conley, no good. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To force OT. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT. But they... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
To the Bills, kill the
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfectly.
Now here's Conley. To the wing, right side. And it's Towns penetrating over Covington. Off the left rim and out. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels up top. And stolen by Leonard. And they're running. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Westbrook against Conley. Leonard outside with the drive. And the dunk by Leonard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Westbrook against Conley. To the paint. Here's Towns. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Westbrook with it. Towns covering. Back to Westbrook. Leonard against Conley. And the basket by Leonard.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Outside Conley. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Now here's Towns. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Covington. The Clippers in the lead.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Here's George. Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 8 points.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
The 3, Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Towns.
Boy, he's a lockdown defender, has been since he's been in the league. Active and assertive and smart in how he defends, too. Covington getting it done.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And Leonard drops them both. The Timberwolves trail. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Out to Covington. For 3, George drains the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Great open look there.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Westbrook. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Nice shot by George.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Edwards against George. Here's the floater. Edwards can't hit. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Leonard outside. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Now McDaniels over Leonard. No good off the front rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers now holding a 12-point lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Now here's Westbrook. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Offensive board. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. George for 3. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused, you have to be disciplined, and most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Now here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Gobert against Zubac. For 3, Covington. Second shot opportunity. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Sinks the tray. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Now here's Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 6.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Leonard. George outside. Covington passes to Westbrook. Kicks it to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Misses the 3.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
You see the way Towns is able to extend over the defense? Just too long, too big to be guarded effectively, especially when he gets this deep.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul.
First team.
That'll be a second foul of the game. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far.
Mike Conley, third personal foul, second team foul.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. And here's Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the team, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. And the Clippers have possession. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Outside Covington. Kicks it to George. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. George with another miss. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Knocked away. Gobert inside. Leonard defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And so Gobert nails both of them. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of this one. George with it. The 3. The shot off that time. Paul George. He's feeling it.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 18, the Clippers 30.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group from Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
George hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now here's Conley from deep 3-point range. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Leonard. Out to Covington. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Edwards a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Gobert. Oh, George with a steal. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Kicks it out to Westbrook. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Conley's got 6 points.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Kicks it to George. Launches a three. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Towns. McDaniels passes to Towns. Shot on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He has 7.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Westbrook. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Towns against Leonard. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Westbrook outside. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Sports fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers. Want to take home a free t-shirt, fans? We're looking for
just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Fans,
kicks it out to Westbrook.
Make some noise.
6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, people marvel at the explosiveness of Westbrook for good reason, but he also is pretty crafty. This guy he's got some tricks too.
He's off on the second for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
Yeah, you better mind the ball when you've got Russell Westbrook defending you. This guy stays in front, and he's got active, aggressive hands.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. It's stolen. Outside Conley. Now Edwards. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to George. Westbrook outside. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, from deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
For the Clippers, Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Covington, and it's man in for Russell Westbrook.
Out of bounds. Los Angeles ball.
Here's man. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Plumlee. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Edwards, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Anthony Edwards.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 26 seconds left in the third. Here's Mann. On the take. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And as we end the third quarter,
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Clippers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Mann in at the point guard position.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
George, a deep three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Got a piece of it. George with a steal. Pass to Mann. And here's Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And here's Edwards. Ooh, nice D from George.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Morris. Here's Mann. The kick out to Morris. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Outside Conley. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards. And perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And here are the Clippers now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. On the wing man, fires the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. The putback.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Up top, Batum. Gordon outside. Back to Batum. Clock at 4. Here's Mann. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And it's stolen by Plumlee. 1:51 left in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Zubac comes in for Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in for Mann. Westbrook outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Batum. Pass to Gordon. Here's Zubac. Now here's Batum. And here's Gordon. Back to Batum. Second chance shot. Karl Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Here's Noel, pounded by Westbrook. Edwards against Gordon. Here's Noel. Here he goes. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look. And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
And here's Minnesota now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. McDaniels, that's good.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Gordon. Out to Powell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.